We are all very excited for Star Wars Outlaws, but I think there's 5 things we can all agree that the game should have. Starting off with the first one, customization. Character customization, ship customization, speeder bike customization. You should be able to change outfits and maybe even customize your companions like ND5's paint job, and of course customize the paint job on our ship, the Trailblazer in Star Wars Outlaws. And then my next question is how many different speeder variants are there going to be, and if there's going to be any other types of vehicles in the game. But the more the merrier for customization in my opinion. Number 2, it's Star Wars, so it should have plenty of planets. So there are 5 planets that we know are confirmed for the game, that being Tatooine, Kijimi, Toshara, Akiva, and Cantonica or Cantobite. So I've done a video on these 5 planets. If you want to check that out, feel free. But I'm sure there's going to be more than 5 planets in this game, and it's some spaceports that we're going to be stopping into. It's this open world Star Wars game. I want to explore the Star Wars universe, and especially since it has spaceships, we expect to be traveling all across the galaxy. And alongside with planets, number 3 is wildlife. Now, in a lot of the trailers, a lot of new and old wildlife can be spotted, and adding more creatures to the Star Wars universe just overall builds, the lore and the depth of the universe that we're exploring and the game itself. So again, the more the merrier for wildlife, and we do know that some fan favorites and classics like the Rancor will be making an appearance, and it should be something similar to what we get in Jedi Survivor, where each planet has the same or variants of creatures that we'll continue to see across the game, and then unique creatures for each planet. Number 4, cameos. Who else is going to be in this game? It is a Star Wars game. Just like the abundance of planets, there's an abundance of characters. And so far, the only real notable character I can find that is at least noted in the game is Jabba the Hutt, and of course with him being head of the Hutt cartel, Star Wars Outlaws, he's of course going to be in the game. But with him comes a lot of bounty hunters. Can't wait to see who they bring in, who they bring back, not bring in, but also who they bring in, new characters as well. The more the merrier. But who do we all think is going to make the big cameo in Star Wars Outlaws? And finally, mini games. It sounds ridiculous, but I think with a game as big and what seems to be a very in-depth game like Star Wars Outlaws, mini games are going to keep us playing between missions, long and short, and I think it should have something like Jedi Survivor with holotactics, or if they were even to bring that into Jedi or into Star Wars Outlaws, that would be pretty cool. But I think a very obvious mini game for this, for Star Wars Outlaws, is sabbac. Making a fully fleshed card game. There's a lot of real opportunities in the campaign or gameplay, like maybe you can win a ship, or you can win items, or maybe you have to beat someone in sabbac to progress certain levels. But nonetheless, I definitely think there should be a lot of mini games, not a lot, but there should be at least one notable mini game similar to like in The Witcher with Gwent. A mini game, card game, holotactics, I don't care. Just allow me to play a game inside of the game. So those are the 5 things I think Star Wars Outlaws should include. In-depth customization, tons of planets, tons of wildlife, cameos, and mini games. What do you think? Subscribe if you would like, and until next video, goodbye.